Cystercicosis is a nailed and endemic disease that commonly affects the central nervous system, causing neurocysterosis. Solium is a cestoid that it can cause two different infections in humans: intestinal Tupperware and cysticercosis infection with cyster on cysticercus larvae.
Solium is the fork tapeworm belonging to cyclophilid cestodes in the family Tenidae. It is an intestinal zoonotic parasite found throughout the world and is most prevalent in countries where pork is eaten. The adult worm is found in humans and has a flat, ribbon-like body, which is white in color and measures 2 to 3 m in length. Its distinct head, the scolex, contains suckers, and a rostellum as organs of attachment. The main body, the strobilus, consists of a chain of segments known as proglottids. Each proglottid is a complete reproductive unit, hence, the tapeworm is a hermaphrodite. It completes its life cycle in humans as the definitive host and pigs as intermediate host. It is transmitted to pigs through human feces or contaminated fodder, and to humans through uncooked or undercooked pork. Pigs ingest embryonated eggs, morula, which develop into larvae, the oncospheres, and ultimately into infective larvae. Cysticerci. A cysticercus grows into an adult worm in human small intestines. Infection is generally harmless and asymptomatic. However, accidental infection in humans by the larval stage causes cysticercosis. The most severe form is neurocysticercosis, which affects the brain and is a major cause of epilepsy. Human infection is diagnosed by the parasite eggs in the feces. For complicated cysticercosis, imaging techniques such as computed tomography and nuclear magnetic resonance are employed. Blood samples can also be tested using antibody reaction of enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay. Broad-spectrum anthelmintics such as praziquantel and albendazole are the most effective medications. Thank you for watching. For more educational videos, please subscribe to WizScience on YouTube or visit wizscience.com.
Application in nursing. In recent years, important advances have been made in the area of specific chemotherapy, and the following products have been investigated: mebendazole, albendazole, metilfenidato,
Parenchymal and extraparenchymal neurocysticercosis should be treated with a combination of antiparasitic therapy and corticosteroids. The treatment of choice is albendazole 15 mg per kilogram per day in 2 divided doses for arachnoid neurocysticercosis. Treatment should not be initiated in patients with only calcified or non-viable cysts, or dexamethasone for 5 to 10 days, followed by rapid tapering dosages. The rationale for administration of corticosteroids is the reduction of immune inflammatory response and further damage to the surrounding tissues triggered by the death of viable cysts and
pros and cons. It was shown that cysticercosis is not uncommon in already people in endemic areas, and they are probably continuation infection transfer as they get older. Unlike other neglect infectious diseases, cystercicosis require advanced diagnostic techniques.
Cystercicosis, commonly known as the beef tapeworm, is a zoonotic tapeworm belonging to the order Cyclophilidae and genus Taenia. It is an intestinal parasite in humans, causing teniasis and cysticercosis in cattle. Cattle are the intermediate hosts, where larval development occurs, while humans are definitive hosts harboring the adult worms. It is found globally and most prevalently where cattle are raised and beef is consumed. It is relatively common in Africa, some parts of Eastern Europe, Southeast Asia, South Asia, and Latin America. Humans are generally infected as a result of poor hygiene. The infective larvae, called cysticerci, are transmitted from the consumption of raw or undercooked beef. As hermaphrodites, each body segment called proglottid contains complete sets of both male and female reproductive systems. Thus, Disseminated has a strong resemblance to the other human tapeworms, such as Taenia asiatica and Taenia solium in structure and biology, except for few details. It is typically larger and longer, with more proglottids, more testes, and higher branching of the uteri. It also lacks an armed scolex, unlike other Taenia. Like the other tapeworms, it causes teniasis inside the human intestine, but does not cause cysticercosis. Its infection is relatively harmless and clinically asymptomatic.
Conclusion: cysticercosis is a united parasite zoonosis associated with poverty, affect millions of people in developing countries, and is endemic in Latin America, Asia, and Africa. The compromised regions are found throughout the Sierra North Coast and High Hunger.
Between 50 and 100 million people worldwide are thought to be infected with cysticercosis. Cysticercosis is highly endemic in Latin America, Sub-Saharan Africa, Southeast Asia, and South Asia, as well as parts of Korea, China, Indonesia, and Papua New Guinea. In the developing world, neurocysticercosis is a common infection of the human central nervous system and the most frequent preventable cause of epilepsy. Increasing migration from and travel
tapeworm carrier. Pigs and humans become infected by ingesting eggs or gravid proglottids. A proglottid is a chain of segments attached to an organ and can either be immature, mature, or gravid. Humans are infected by this either by ingesting the food contaminated with the feces or by autoinfection. In autoinfection, a human infected with the adult Taenia solium can ingest the eggs produced by it either through contamination in the feces or from the proglottids that were carried into the stomach by reverse peristalsis. Peristalsis is a series of muscle contractions that moves food to the eggs. Adult tapeworm